All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Socially Unacceptable But Sober podcast. My name is Dino. I am an alcoholic.
My name is Jonathan. I am an alcoholic.
Matt, alcoholic.
What's up?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Dino. Hey, Jonathan.
John, Hell Week or what?
No.
Hell Week Tuesday.
No, man, but I did get blown off. I told you about that. I got blown off. Oh, I told Matt about it.
What happened?
I got blown off this morning. I had a client that I haven't been seeing, but I was. And then he just didn't show up. So I don't think people understand when you have a baby how valuable your mornings are to you. You know?
Until you have a baby, you have no idea how valuable time is.
Nah.
And how you know how you used to get ready at this time and you used to leave to go to places at this time and all that stuff completely went back another hour now. You know, everything takes more time now.
Let me get some advice here. So I told Ashley's looking to get that new car.
She should get it.
Car. Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm all for it. I don't even care the price. Just go for it.
Look at this baller.
I've been dead up to my ears, man. So the guy was like, listen, I'm there every day except for Wednesday. The only day I have almost completely empty from like outside work obligations is Wednesday. I can do stuff from the car. I could do this. He even offered, dude, you want me to come in? I'll come in on Wednesday to, if that's the only day you could do it. She's like, no. I can't ask somebody to come in on their day off. I was like, bro, if this guy's going to make like $2K off the deal, let him come in on his day off. It's the only day that's convenient. No. Should the guy come in on Wednesday? Should we go up tomorrow?
I didn't listen to you. Start over.
God damn it. No.
Car salesman?
Yeah. Come in on your day off to sell the car.
All day.
All day.
Fuck that. I didn't even need to hear the rest.
Manny.
Yeah. You want to make money?
You
Yeah.
want to make the sale, you're going to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you
First of
gotta
all, salesmen and that kind of sales.
do. They know that they don't have days off.
Yeah, but you got to think of other people. They got job. How do you think they're going to pay for these cars? Mm-hmm. They got a Monday through Friday 9 to 5ers. You got to schedule your shit around all that.
And he's been really good with that.
That's cool.
And that's why you offered. But Ashley won't take him up on the offer.
Oh, well.
So now we're going to go up Thursday sometime. But I think I could reconvince her to try to go up tomorrow.
What kind of car?
This guy to come in. Volkswagen Atlas. Needs the third row captain's chairs.
Third row, baby.
Thanks, Dino. The guy's got 3 rows and uses one of them.
Yeah. Well, I've been packing them.
Oh, you have.
I've been packing them, bro.
You have been packing
I'll learn
them.
my lesson that much. You know?
No.
Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Merchandise. None of us wearing it today. That's cool.
I'm
If
repping
you need
Aruba.
help, if you need help, let us know. We got guys, and apparently we have girls now.
Mm-hmm.
Comments. Do we have comments? Do we have anybody that commented?
I know there was 2. But let's take a look.
Oh, he's all queued up, ready to go. I like it.
You didn't
Queued it
fucking
up.
Tell me. So fuck you. What?
The most recent, 35.
Yeah, I know, but it's never in order, bro.
Yeah, it's never in order.
No, that's...
This one.
There you go.
All right, how do I get to that?
Nope. Back.
You bitch.
Go to the back button.
That was a good one. Shout out to Olivia again. Thank you very much for taking the time to come out here
And it's going to play.
and be our guest. She did great.
How do we get to the
She did do great. And,
comments?
yeah, my mom was asking her if she could be a full-time guest on our show. I was like, I think that's going to be a little bit of a drive for her.
Why
She's
does it
very
say
well-spoken.
We had 7 comments and then there's 2.
You gotta hit the replies, bruh.
The replies.
Oh.
I replied to them.
Replies don't. Okay. Anyway, we got James.
Dietrich.
Yep. Thanks for an amazing episode. I love to see miracles that God performs on the daily. And then you, my boy James, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, those are my replies. Now you get out of that and go into the next
just
comment.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No replies
you know how
from
to do
this
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Absolutely miracles if our eyes are open to see them.
That's right. Nailed it.
What kind of name is Armenio?
I don't. No, it wasn't even that.
Sounds like
They
New
say what
Jersey.
kind of name, or they said, what does Armenio mean?
Him.
Oh, that was you?
I go, what kind of name is Armenia? Sounds like New Jersey.
Jersey. Yep.
And then we got El Jugo Grande. I don't know what
It's not
Hugo
Spanish. That's-
Grande.
Hugo,
Definitely not,
Hugo.
man.
It's a big juice.
Yeah.
Big juice.
Hugo?
Yeah, it's
Hugo's
Water?
juice.
Big juice.
The big juice.
Big
All right.
juice. Tell us who you are,
Big
bro.
juice. What's up? Another great episode. The energy you all got is contagious. Love it. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Big Juice.
And then we got another. This guy. What's gotten into this guy? Now all of a sudden he's replying.
It's not working. He's not a nothing.
Way too
anymore.
much time on your hands.
I
Yeah,
tell
good.
you what, man.
Good.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. This is like a different person. What the fuck?
Jeez, not the person we saw Wednesday night.
Definitely not. Thanks so much. That really means a lot to us. We appreciate you and always try to keep it 100. Keep watching and share.
Share.
Yeah.
And then we got this guy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You kept it real.
That's it. Back to the
Easy.
You know the thing I like is that was it 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago? We said we're not going to read comments no more.
Yeah.
Our faithful three,
Gave up.
they deaded us.
Yeah.
Well, I think Chuck was fucking underwater, for most of that
Well, yeah,
time.
I'm not even talking about. Well, no, I don't think Chuck was in the danger zone. But he may have been. But I'm talking about Roy, Gigi, and my friend Alyssa.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I talked to Chuck the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He called me. I didn't fucking call him back.
Damn it.
He was reaching out for help in Connecticut. He had a little person here needed some help in Connecticut.
Did you get him
Oh,
the help
yeah?
they needed?
We tried.
Guy didn't want it. Person didn't want it.
Didn't want it.
Not ready.
They were ready until they weren't.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is, man. I've been there, bro. Yeah, man. I want to go to rehab. Yeah, I want help. Yeah. But wait. I got a couple
some shit.
things I got to do before I go do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I-
yeah.
gotta
I'm going to
get
shout
my life in
myself
order.
out real quick here.
Sean's shouting himself out. This is different.
Myself out. Dude, so I took this new role, man.
Who does that?
Anybody, I do that.
He's doing it now.
Anybody needs it. I'll cut it out if you don't want it in here.
Do
But
it.
anybody needs the help. You can call me. You can email me. Go on to our website at wherever we're located online. I can get you help. Mental health, substance abuse, in state, out of state, whatever.
Bro, we are packed and loaded with help.
Whatever. Like within 24 to 48 hours, we could get you in it. I've got so many juiced up on contacts now everywhere, dude. I just met this dude the other day. I haven't even met him, actually. We've been communicating over the phone. We talked. We're talking on the ride home like we're best friends. He's down in New Jersey doing his recovery thing. They got a place down there. He knows a girl that I know that I used to work with, also in long-term recovery. It's amazing how worlds open up, and then you start to realize, oh shit, I've known, like I basically know you because I've heard of you and I've, all this stuff, dude. So I can get you where you need to go, and I can give you insight as to like what it's going to be about, man.
John, you sound pretty passionate about this.
I'm
bro.
super passionate.
He is souped up right now.
Juice right now.
Shout out
Hugo.
to
Email Hugo Grande.
Hugo Grande. Yo,
Caliente.
when I say if you need help, we got guys. We are
100%.
100%. We can get you in within 48 hours.
Bro, I'll drop my phone in the chat. Screw this.
And if you really, 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 really need the help at that
No more
very,
Red
very
Bull. No more
moment,
Red Bull. He's done.
I got a guy for you for that too. Anyway, geez, would you just shotgun that thing?
yeah.
Nice. Oh, this is going to be great. All right. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff. Merchandise, if you need help, let us know. Tonight is a topic night, which one of us picks a topic. They throw it out there, and then we converse amongst ourselves.
We dissect it.
Dissect it, smash it.
Smash or pass.
And whose is it? Yours?
Well, it's not, but I offered to have one. I had gotten a text from one of my I'm in a few different groups in the morning, as we are all together in one. And this came from a friend of mine who was at a meeting the other night, and he's just one sentence about the speaker that spoke the previous night, and the person was talking about how we need to learn to live with our disease, but the emphasis was live. I think that a lot of times, and I definitely can relate to this, especially early on, the whole woe is me complex. Like, Man, I can't believe I got this fucking thing.
Bro, you're planning out how you're going to drink in 10 years from now at a celebration at your work anniversary or something. Not really, but.
What?
No more Red Bull for that guy. Bro.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just one of those situations where I know that I have spent a lot of my life putting my attention and my energy into the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that like, so I saved I could screenshot of the text.
Yeah.
Because I said this is money right here. To think about, I spent so much time focused on the negative. So what that does in turn is make me negative.
Of course.
Right. Or do I focus on the living part, and then that helps turn me into a more positive outlook? And I think that that's huge.
I would even put, for me, I would put learn to love to live with this disease.
Let's not get carried away, Red Bull.
You got to
I'm
put
just
the
reading
title up,
fucking
buddy.
Text.
Yeah.
It's just a text. We're
Yeah.
not critiquing
Because
the
I'm not
text.
that far along to look at that word live and see it the way that you saw it.
The negative stuff you're talking about. Sometimes, because I've done this, going in and out, in and out, in and out, and always with this, I got to go take care of this when I'm out of here. A good intention, the kids, right? Always the kids, right? I got to take care of this. I got to start taking care of the kids, which is a good intention,
Right.
but also negative.
Right.
Because while I'm,
Barking spiders.
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Yeah. So while I'm thinking about that, I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I'm supposed to be
Not where your feet are.
doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that becomes a negative thing because I'm not getting anything out of right here, right now, what I have right in front of me, which are counselors, literature,
Right.
all this stuff, meetings, all that stuff, you know? So living with it. Yeah. Living with it. That's a good topic, man. I really like it. John, I see you're on fire over there.
I'm
now.
on fire. Fuego.
Higher.
Fuego. Higher,
Move
higher,
your head
fire.
more so that this starts.
Woo! So I like
Get right up in there. Don't be
You ready to make a covenant?
you learn, and it says it in our literature, and I've said it a lot this week, that our history becomes our biggest asset. I don't have to fake who I am anymore. I could be authentic. I could be my true self. And, you know, you might not like it, but you might love it. And you start to realize the world opens up, man. We talked a couple weeks ago about the convention I was at. You talk about your daily texts. Dude, I was telling a guy this morning, I woke up because of this disease that I have. I got to wake up this morning to 18 some odd text messages, all positive, inspirational, motivational, good mornings. Like, what a way to start your day.
Yeah.
You ask a normie out there, they ain't got that shit.
Nobody's doing
Nobody's
that.
really doing that shit.
none of that.
You know, Maritza has that with a couple of her friends. They do that. But it's not like we do it.
Right.
It's not like inspirational quotes and
Yeah.
have a great, amazing day and hope everybody's, you know what I mean? They're just
Yeah,
like, good
man.
morning.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Here's the funny thing, though, and I always like to bring it back to my negative. If you sent me those kind of texts 10 years ago,
Yo,
I would talk so much shit to you because, like, my ego and the sick manly idea that men don't do that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and it's just like I remember. I don't know what the fuck I saw. I remember something though, and it had to do with we connect, and it just seems like it's easier to connect on good things, but we don't talk about the trauma or the negatives.
Yeah, we're not
well,
sitting
we
in the
connect on
Right,
that, bro.
right.
That's what brought us here.
Right.
But it's like, I think that in the beginning, I want to move away from that so fast that I'm not giving it its due process.
Right.
I'm trying to run before I can walk.
Right.
And
you got to face it.
you gotta face
Yeah,
it.
you
gotta walk through it.
You gotta learn to live with it.
Live with it, man. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that, like, the thing that Jonathan just said a minute ago, that comes from a guy that's been around,
Right.
and doing
the work. That's right.
You know, that doesn't come to someone new for 5 months.
No.
What?
What you just said a minute ago.
That he gets to.
Oh,
all the positive
Yeah.
and all that.
Yes.
We couldn't see that.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I mean? Oh, how
Yes, loud.
Hallelujah.
But I think that, like, every day, man, people, I don't need you to take me out of the game.
Oh, so I'm good at that myself.
I do it all by myself.
Yeah,
Dude, I say it all the time, man. The only person that can make me or break me is me. That's it.
That's it.
Period.
You know, I used to love when someone would say some shit. I'd be like, look what you made me do.
Yeah,
no one makes me do
yeah.
anything I don't want to do.
Like the teachers in school used to be like,
Oh.
nobody can make you laugh.
Yeah.
He made me laugh.
Yeah. You know, and it just really, man, you know, that when I read that text, it's like that, you know, that puts the focus back on me. What am I doing? Okay, I have become aware that I got this disease.
Yeah.
I spent so many years ruining my life to try to pretend like I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then I come up to the conclusion, maybe I do got it, but you know what? I still ain't doing it.
I still want to run away from it
Yeah.
as fast as I can.
And I don't know how to live with it.
No.
I don't know how to be amongst my fellows. I don't know how to let you in. You know, there's all those things that come along with that.
Man, so
that
much.
I don't spend my time living. I spend my time running. And avoiding. And denying.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, man.
Let's not talk about that anymore. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to talk about any of that stuff because it triggers me and all that stuff.
Right.
And it's like,
How the fuck ain't you hot?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, I got the
Nice and
humidifier
warm near
running.
the candles. Nice.
Monster.
Yeah.
Holler.
Yeah.
Holla, Fiji. Oh, sorry.
Polar.
Bye.
Bye, boy. Yeah.
That's a good topic, though, man. And I can relate to
I
that.
just got it.
Bipolar. I can relate to that on so many levels because I reflect all the time. I'm not running from my shit anymore. I reflect on it all the time. It is my biggest asset.
Yeah.
My biggest asset. So
Well, look at last week.
Some would say.
You had a situation. You showed up at the shop at
Yep.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And we
I was like, hey, man, I got something I am not handling at the moment the way I think I should handle it.
And then he said something like, let me tell you, so then you could tell me how wrong I am. Yeah. Bless you.
Thank
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something, and your feedback is actually going to tell me how wrong I am because I know I'm wrong in here somewhere, for sure. But that's huge because there would have been a time, bro,
No.
I would have been planning I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And then when he does this, I'm going to duck
Yeah.
and I'm going to say this and say that. I don't got to live like that no more.
Somebody referred to you today as the big guy in our meeting. I was like, Dino, bro, he's like 5'5". He's like,
5'7".
oh, 2 inches
What
count.
meeting?
The Wednesday night. He was like, no. I know he's not tall, but he's like big. I was like, all right.
Fat.
He's like, you got to watch out for those short guys. They
Yeah.
can fucking spar. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, they'll bite your knees.
Yeah.
Get you
Low
at the
center
ankle.
of gravity. Whoosh.
The big guy.
But I thought that was really on par because it takes us time to recognize all this awesome shit that we got going on.
It takes practice and time, man.
And you know, it is, bro, this is an incurable, progressive, fatal disease if left untreated. So what's your treatment? So what are you doing about that? If you've decided, you come to the point, you're listening to this podcast, you've accepted the fact, yo, I got a problem. What are you doing? And not like once a week, you know, or like once every month.
Right.
What are you doing on the daily?
Daily.
Because if I got high blood pressure, I can't take my blood pressure pills once a month, bro. Like I got to take that daily.
Insulin, all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
you got to take that. And this isn't just us making this up that this is the disease. This is documented in the medical profession. We suffer from a disease of addiction, right?
Scientifically proven.
Scientifically proven. So what are you doing on the daily to arrest it? And at the beginning, it's hard, right? Like I felt so awkward. We talk about getting on our knees and praying in the morning, and I don't want anybody to see me doing this dumb shit. Like that's crazy. But after a period of time, you start to reap those benefits, and you're like, fuck, man, why would I not do this? Why would I, you know how hard it would be for me to disconnect myself from my program right now? It'd be, because even if I wanted to myself, I got people close to me that will pull me up on my shit and be like, yo, where are you going? Why are you acting like that? What's going on?
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was talking to a cat the other day and that I'm working with, and he was like, hey man, I haven't read my literature in a few days, but this is why. And he proceeded to tell me that he's going to get life. Life is coming at him. You know what I mean?
Man.
All good things. And I said, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. That is great. But, because you're going to come with a butt, I'm going to come with a butt.
Yeah.
Always.
But, because you said it would be hard to walk or start getting away from that at this point, because you've done it for so long and daily, right?
Right.
Well, this cat hasn't really been around that long, 6-7 months. And that is amazing. That is great. 6-7 months is great.
Miracle.
But it's just a scratch of the surface,
100%.
right?
100%.
We look at guys with 18, 20, 40 years that are still doing this on a daily basis.
Right.
And they'll say it, I'm just as sick as the day I walked in here.
More shall be revealed.
So now you start relaxing 6 months in.
Yeah.
It gets real easy to continue to relax on that because life's coming. And that's the thing about, especially when you're in facilities, like I never understood where they were like, start here right now. You have this opportunity.
Right.
You have nothing else. All you have to worry about is this. Start doing, don't wait till you're out of here now, because with sobriety comes a little success and life. It happens, man.
It's easy to get busy.
It's easy to get busy.
Yeah.
And if your foundation is shaky because you didn't really build it good while you had the opportunity, you're starting to put a house on top of this now.
Right.
And that house is going to be shit. If the foundation ain't right, the house ain't going to be right. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I made a lot of sense to him. And he was like, holy shit, you're right. And I said, it takes us time to get where we are. It takes time where me and him are with the daily and the phone calls and all that stuff. But it also takes like that to stop doing it. They say it takes a couple of days to start building a good habit. It works in the opposite direction.
Days to get a bad
Oh my God. And those are even easier because they're easier to do. You know what I mean?
Bad habits feel good.
Whew, man, it's comfy.
You're giving...
Till they don't.
Which they eventually they won't.
Because you're building, I mean, think about your first 90 days in sobriety, this last in sobriety. Man, you're not even building habits. You're just getting used to not having the habits you had.
Right.
Like you're getting used to not waking up every morning or coming to every morning and figuring out how you're going to operate today, right? Then you're building another 3 months on that to start implementing these things. These things are still fresh.
It takes so much time.
Yeah,
Not
man.
so much, but it takes time.
At least, give yourself a year of that regimentation to get it under your belt before you start evaluating. And on top of that, I would say go through the change. Once you go through that spiritual, once you get to graduate to menopause, then you stop bleeding and you stop whining and everything's good.
Menopause.
Get the steps in your life.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You made the comment that you don't see yourself backing off of your program because you've done this. It's intertwined in your
We won't
life.
let them.
That's right.
We won't let them. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
But in the beginning, guys are insecure. They're still carrying that shame and the guilt and the remorse. And they don't understand the amazing gifts of the fellowship. You don't take this thing all at once.
No.
You don't figure it out in a month. You don't figure it out in 6 months. But what you can do is integrate it into your life.
Right.
Learn to live with it. You use the word, it's incurable. And I think that word, you used to hear this all the time back in the day. If someone that had cancer was told, you go to a meeting every day and you're all set, you think the people with cancer ain't busting the door down?
There will be enough room.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And then we got guys like us.
Right.
You say, hey man, get to a meeting, do some work. Listen, Come on, man.
You don't understand.
Yeah, you don't.
Can I
you
just say something real quick?
As you're watching people fall down around you, dying of the disease
Right.
of what you have.
Right. And then here's the thing, though. I can remember for a long time getting hung up on that word. Man, I got this incurable disease. Well, why should I give a fuck if I'm learning to live with it and I'm making a life? The cure is there.
And the good part is, there's people here that are doing that.
Right.
So we have examples.
And they're going
we
to
have
take you
hope.
by the hand
Exactly.
and help you grow.
Exactly.
And that's,
Exactly.
like I say, Richie, right back to the importance of the fellowship. If I didn't walk in on the day that I was ready
Right.
and said, I need help,
Yep.
I don't know how to do this, and then men surrounded me. And they took me by the hand and they helped me grow up. And they began to teach me how to live with this. You know, I finally stopped avoiding the idea of having this disease, and I just said, how do I either get busy living,
Right.
or do I stay busy dying?
Yeah.
And that's it right there. Everything got two fucking sides.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I know for me, I used to love to get creative, man. I want to get one of them fucking 18-sided fucking bitches.
Yeah.
Because I got all kinds of
Yeah,
excuses
yeah.
and reasons. And here's the reality.
One of them 18-sided bitches.
It's a hexagonal trifecta.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Either you get sober or you get drunk.
That's it. It's one of the two, man.
End of the whole fucking story right there.
You know, I see a lot of people that
That's tight.
they don't ever pick up a drink or a drug again.
Right.
They're so miserable. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd rather just drink
Yeah.
rather than have everybody around me hate everybody around me, hate this, negative, rah, 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 rah. And I see that in people. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Then I see you guys. I see my life. I see the product of doing what I'm supposed to be doing on a daily basis. I see that product on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like today, you know what I mean? I'm with these cats. You know what I mean? And I'm just,
You came by?
yeah. And I'm just like, you know, just listening to them, especially the younger one. And I'm just like, phew, man, like, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's heading in the right direction, and I got to have a little patience here. You know what I mean? I was hard on that cat a couple of weeks ago. And that's fine, man. Like, it helped him get where he needed to go. You know what I mean? I've seen you every day since. I've talked to you every day since. You tell me what you're doing every day since. You're calling me for rides. I mean, you're doing it, man. You know what I mean? And my message to that is, good. That's great.
Yeah.
But don't expect things. Accept things.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because a lot of cats will come in here, do this thing for 30 days, and wonder, why isn't everything fucking peaches and rainbows right now?
Looking for the praise.
Looking
too.
for the praise, all right?
Looking. Good job.
Good job.
Or it does come back, and you're like, all right, I don't need to do this anymore.
Right.
too.
Comes back
ya.
too quick.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I had to learn, and this came with living with this thing, was, okay, I'm definitely an alcoholic and a drug addict. There's no question here anymore. I'm not even questioning that anymore.
Yeah. Jury's out.
What do I got to do from here on out? And realize that whether I'm drinking or drugging or not, life is still going to happen. Things are not going to go the way I want them to go, because I'm not going to say the way they're supposed to go, because who am I to say how they're
Dictate.
supposed to go?
Right.
They're just not what I want.
Right.
And then all I have to do is accept that they're not what I want. It's not what I want, but it is what it is. But I continue living with this thing.
Right.
I continue living with this thing, you know? And
And you know what though? That turns into you're just living.
Yeah.
just living. I'm just living.
And
That's
what,
it.
And what
That's
a
all
relief,
I wanted.
man. What a relief, dude. You don't have to carry the burden of dictating the show anymore. You don't have to do this on your own anymore.
Dude,
God,
what a weight.
what a relief.
What
I
a
hate
weight.
that you don't wear the things.
I hate that you do wear the things.
I hear you.
No, I said that today. I was at one of the spots today, and the reading was on our 11th step, right? And it was talking about not asking for yourself, not asking HP for stuff for you. You know what I mean?
Learn how to pray.
And I remember in the beginning, that's all I could do, man. Like, I was like, dude, I'm not well right now. I need, bro, please, and help. And I wasn't doing well, dude. I was very, very miserable, very angry, full of fear, just not comfortable in my own skin. Like, there was nothing to help me anymore. I had nothing else helping me. So I prayed for myself a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know where and when it happened, but I actually stopped doing that. Now it was just thanking him, period. Now my list goes to other people now.
Yeah.
Pray for others. Pray for others that they're able to accept and that we're all able to accept whatever the outcome is and all that stuff. And in the middle of today's reading, I was thinking, all I ever asked for was just to not drink and drug anymore. Just please take this away from me. And he did that day. The day I asked the sincere fucking help me prayer. And I've gotten way more than I asked for. You know what I mean? Yeah. So asking for me, like, I don't even need to ask for anything anymore. I'm automatically getting it by living with this thing that I have. You know what I mean?
So you mentioned being unwell, and I feel like...
Have you met him?
You know me.
So unwell. So I was unwell the other day. This is a trip. I was in Target. I worked all day. I got home. Oh, I was away at my business event. And when I go to these things now, I got to be on. You know, I got to have my routine. I got to talk about, everything that I can do. And I got to absorb who's talking to me about what they offer, because I want to know what your services are. So if I got a guy that's down in New Jersey, now I got a guy. I get home after this, not to mention I had to drive an hour back from New Haven. And Ashley's like, all right, we gotta do this. You gotta take the baby. Yeah, I walk in the door. Here's the baby. Yeah. I gotta do work now. And I was like, oh, awesome. And I was like, all right, cool, And so then 5 o'clock, 5:30 rolls around. And then she's like, all right. And now I gotta go to Target. And she don't like going places, which I understand on her own. Around Waterbury.
I don't like her going to places either. Yeah. She's not even my wife.
Yeah.
I hate when my wife says, I'm going to see my mom. I'm going to the Waterbury. I'm like, please take your gun. Please.
So I was like, okay, I'm just like going through the motions. I go with her to Target and we're shopping. And then something clicked inside of me, dude. Something fucking clicked. I got the baby in the stroller and I was about to say I was milking her. I was giving her milk.
Jonathan.
Ow, damn it. Don't mind the hair. And I'm thinking in my head, yo, she's taking so long. She's doing this on purpose. And then it was like the snowball. I was like, and the people are out, and I'm not that great with the general public on all occasions. And I'm like, man, I got to get the fuck out. So I just snapped, man. I went up to Ashley, and I was like, and I'm in my head for like 15 minutes now, and it's a disaster.
God, you were alone with that idiot for 15 whole minutes.
Oh, God, yeah. If Riley could have just said something to snap me out of it. And I go up to Ashley. It's like, we have to leave now. I am unwell. And she turns to me and she goes, all right, but which deodorant should I get? And I was like, beep. And we left.
Overload.
We beeline for the register. We paid for everything and we got home. But here's the blessing in on all of this is this program gave me that access to that relief valve that I so desperately needed my whole life. So the car ride home, I'm doing the Hal get to list. I get to go out with my wife. I get to have a relationship with my daughter. I get to have all these things. And by the 8-minute drive or 10-minute drive home, we get to the house and we sit down. And I'm like, still, I'm fucked up. I'm like, aren't you concerned? Aren't you concerned right now? Shouldn't you be concerned? And she's like, I asked you, if you're all right. But here's what happened. Like, we got to talk, and I was like, listen, I started talking like the program told me how to, I was getting very upset, and here's the things that were going through my head. And as I'm telling my wife this, I'm like realizing how fucking crazy I sound. And how just 15 minutes alone in my own head drove me to the point, despite all the other things I got the opportunity to do during that day. And I talked about these things. And I said, listen, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what's not right. I don't know what's going on. I can't pinpoint it. I can't do any of this stuff. And so we just talked about it. And she's like, babe, maybe it's like a bunch of those things. Maybe it's a bunch of those little things that added up. And
we're not well.
And we got, like I didn't have to end that night drunk or hungover or fucking wrecking the house or catching charges.
I'm out of here.
Whatever, man. I got to go to bed on great speaking terms with my wife, and most importantly, the relief in my head. I didn't have to do a 10-step. I didn't have to apologize for any behaviors that I engaged in, and that's the gift of living with this disease.
That's right.
Living with this disease. I don't have to shoulder this.
Sometimes it can be the most minute thing. You haven't eaten enough today. You know what I mean? You didn't get enough rest.
Angry, lonely, tired.
Halt. Sometimes it's really just that simple. Sometimes it's not enough water.
You don't hear a lot of that stuff no more.
No, man.
And those were the things that I took for granted. Those are the things that I talk shit about. And those are the things that I have come to cherish.
Oh, yeah.
Because of how truthful and realistic and beneficial they are.
I hated them because it couldn't be that simple.
Yeah,
I'm a complicated guy, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are you putting the sign upside down? That's stupid. Rotate it so I can read it right. Like.
Don't you know who I think I am?
Yeah.
Good topic, man.
That is a
Living
good
to
topic.
learn with it. It's like herpes, man. It's the disease that keeps giving, bro.
It's luggage without a handle. You can't throw it out, bro. You can't throw it out.
So
And
you
it's
got
okay.
options, man. Like you said, you got options. You're gonna live with it and enjoy the benefits of living with it, or you're gonna end up killing yourself quicker.
In our literature, it has these things called the promises, right? And I used to listen to these things, and I'm like, wow, those aren't going to happen for me.
No.
Now I'm living in the negative automatically.
Right.
Straight up.
When I was ready to really listen to these promises, I started saying, why not? Why can't these things happen? As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, these things will happen. And then I started really looking at those promises, and the word "will" is in every single promise.
It's not, but
if
close.
but say what it does, but say it because it means will.
Yes, it
you
does.
know what I mean?
It does.
It
It does mean well.
And I'm looking at them, and it says, if you're painstaking about this, if you're really ready to rock and roll with this, however long it takes, these things are gonna happen for you. But it's not when you want them to be. It's just when it happens.
And it's
right?
also contingent upon you doing the work.
Contingent.
Boom, because
And your
it will
relationship
go away.
with your relationship with HP, all that stuff, right? The giving back, the serve, all that stuff, right? And here's the crazy part. I didn't even know I had them when I got them.
Yes. Sneak up on
I
you.
was like, wait a minute. I'm listening to them at a meeting one day. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. But that was just that day. Then that's why I love that this is such a daily thing. Because some days I'll only have like 7 or 8 of them. Some days I'll only have 1 of them. You know?
Like I said, only 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
Only.
And I heard something years ago at a meeting that sometimes the only thing I do right is I don't pick up a drink and drunk, right? And
it's still a win.
and I was like,
You know
I don't.
what, though? Listen to me, though. That's one of them sayings that fucks
Right.
part of my
Yeah.
ball.
Right, because it kind of excuses you from being an asshole for the whole entire day. Yeah.
What kind of shit, what kind
Right.
of life you live in,
Right.
what kind of program are you working, that the only thing in a 24 hours can you say, at least I didn't drink.
At least I didn't drink.
What? Then
I robbed, steal, cheated, and all that other shit, but hey, I didn't pick up a drink. You know what I mean?
I get it.
I told you that story. I was in a program. I still smelled like crack smoking whiskey. And a guy,
2 of my favorites.
A guy came in.
They make that in Cologne?
He was clean 5 years, and he shared meeting. People from the outside would come to this meeting besides the chairman.
Yeah.
It was open,
Yeah.
and he starts sharing in the meeting. And he's like, he'd been stealing from the job, and he lost a gold chain. And he lost the chain. Somehow he had all that worked out.
The karma?
The chain washed away
Oh, it equaled?
the stealing of the stuff. And then at the end of the day, I'm still a miracle because I didn't get high today. And with 3 minutes under my belt, in my head I said,
Bullshit.
yeah, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
You know, but listen, at the end of the day, it's what do you want out of this thing?
At the end of the day, what do you want out of the day?
That's it.
That's it.
If that's what you're looking for, and I say this to a lot of people, if mediocrity is what you're looking for, hey man, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, and do
your
a
thing.
mediocrity type job on your program.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll get.
You get what you get.
Yeah.
Get what
You talked about things don't always just come your way, but you need to accept it regardless, man. I had somebody call me up the other day, one of our guys, and he's going through some heavy stuff. And when someone's going through that, I don't want to divulge any of it because I don't want to put his stuff out there. But no matter what's going on in life, and I don't care how heavy it is, man, there is a way to find even an ounce of gratitude.
Absolutely.
And if you can manage to do that, it doesn't make the shit become great. But what it does do is it knocks the edge off a little.
Right.
It makes it just a little less sharp so that I can get through one more day until I can get to another day then another day.
That's right.
But I must do these things, And I likened it to when my grandfather passed away. The very first thing, when he took his last breath, I said, man, thank you, God, for letting me be here.
Absolutely, dude.
I was so full of gratitude that I could be there for him in a way that I never had that ability to be there for anybody in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
And to know that no matter what, I could never disrespect him with a drink or a drug.
And you
Make it about me.
Right.
You said a very important word, man, and I think maintenance, right? Because you look at how this stuff is written, man, it was written in a time where shit was very purposeful and intentional, right? It's based on the maintenance of our spiritual condition. What does that mean? That means that I'm maintaining this, like you said, on a daily basis. Like I'm waking up and I'm finding gratitude. I run a group. We run a group at my facility, and it's the connotation of it is very negative because it's surrounding anger and frustration, all these things. I'm pissed off. I'm deemed unacceptable. Dude, I sit there that whole 45 minutes, I could point out gratitude in everybody's situation. Well, hey, at least you didn't wake up in a jail cell today. Hey, at least you're not cleaning up the mess of a fucking shitstorm that you destroyed last night. Hey, at least this.
And then they get a but.
Yeah, but that's our job to do that, though. Like we have to, because again, just speaking for myself in the beginning, I needed people to take me out of my negative and say that shit to me. But like, listen, you're not homeless. You got a roof, walls, food.
You might be the only version of recovery I ever get to see, man, in my life. And that's huge. When you carry that around, man, it dictates how you present yourself, how you interact, how you speak with people, how you respect people, how people earn your respect, man. Because I didn't get sober to become a doormat, bro.
No,
you're not gonna run all over me.
No,
you know,
absolutely
like
not.
this is
I'll run all over
you will, and I'll like it.
We'll run a train on this way.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Ugly turn.
But that being said, man, you gotta earn respect. You gotta earn trust. You gotta earn all of these things. You know
who else? Who got to earn it from the most?
Yourself.
my wife. Oh yeah,
Yourself, bro.
Yeah, I thought
And
my
your
wife.
wife, yes.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
wife, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But yourself,
both
man.
right answers.
Yeah. Can't go
Yo,
wrong
man,
with
because
that.
I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you know what, man? We're all right today, man.
Yeah.
We're good. You're doing all right, man.
You're doing
You know what I mean?
all right.
I'm like, seriously, dude, like, again, reflect all the time. I'm not running from this thing I have anymore. And I'm definitely not running from my past anymore. Because, again, it was my biggest asset. That was everything that I've gone through. And I talked about it today in the car. I don't regret anything because it got me where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? And where I'm at right now, I'm in love with.
Yeah.
Like, what if, and they're like, what if this? What if you never did drugs? And what? I'm like, but I wouldn't. And what's most important to me is my contact with my higher power. Now, if I didn't go through all that, would I be this close with him? This is what I'm in love with the most. This is what I want the most.
I do wrestle with that though.
What do you mean?
You said that I don't regret, and
No regrets.
But I
No regrets. I love every letter.
I do feel bad for some of the victims.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So it's hard for me to say, yeah, man, I don't regret anything. And I do believe that I had to go through everything I went through to be this guy. At the same time, I can't help but to have a little remorse to say, man, you know, I did a lot of dirt to people.
We're not sociopaths, man. Yeah.
You gotta own that.
Yeah, 100%.
Sociopath would be like, oh, well.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I
On
mean?
to the next, bro.
I think about him a lot.
Had it coming.
Yeah.
Well, they had way more money than they needed.
They didn't need that extra TV anyway.
They had 2 cars.
Yeah, shit. You know, fucking insurance pays for that burnout apartment.
Yeah, no, I do. I think about the victims, man, and I'm just like, I mean, I really do wish it could have been different, man. You know what I mean?
But that promotes action even further in sobriety, man.
makes me
I'm
work
gonna go
harder.
an extra length because
Makes me
of
work
that,
harder, man.
That's a part of a living amends, man, and also trudging the road to happy destiny. Again, intention, bro. Trudging back then, trudging still means walking with purpose.
Yeah.
We walk with purpose on a daily basis, man. Yeah, man. Get a purpose in your life. Get some direction, man. How many of us out there are watching this, man? I don't know what my goals are. I don't know what my objectives are. I don't know what I want to do.
I want to read this text message I just got while we were in here.
Yes.
And it kind of goes with this, you know.
Yes.
He said, yo, now this dude, he said, yo, what's with this time clock shit? He hasn't had a job in forever, dude. Like, he just had never seen a time clock. He said, I haven't punched in the clock in 40 years. Every time I punch in and out, I say, if they only knew. So I want to say to him, and hopefully he watches this, you're not the same person that you think you still are when you punch in and out of that clock. Ooh. A different man is walking into that room today. You know what I mean? And I used to say the same thing when I got the job I have now. I'm sitting in those board rooms, all nice clothes, and we're talking math and measurements and sales, and I'm like,
ozone popping
looking
off like
around,
crazy.
and the place is beautiful, and the people are all nice. I'm like, oh, if they only knew who was in this room with them right now. And I realized at that very moment, wait a minute, I'm not the same. Like,
You know who that person is in the room.
I did, dude. I was like, nobody has nothing to worry. Maybe I'm looking around. Maybe I should be worried about a few people.
Zip up that pocket.
Today, they ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to me, man. Everybody's safe here. You know, the pocketbooks are good. Everybody's good. And I was just like, oh my God. You know, it's like the revelations and the things that just come from just continuing to be here and doing the work and living with this thing. It's just like, I'm always like, oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. Like, this is really my life? Holy crap. Yeah. I remember when you used to wait to wake up and it was all a dream? Like, this can't really be happening, man. There's no way I'm doing this well in life, man. There's no way. Or you get like the 5 or 6 and you're just like, did I really? Like, there's no way I didn't mess this up, man. There's no way. I had to have screwed up.
Dude, I still have dreams about that. I wake up, like, I wake up and I'll do drugs with, like, people in the rooms that have, like, long-term sobriety. And that's my excuse, like, because, like, oh, they're doing it, so I'm good, you know? Like, and then I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, it was all a fucking nightmare. Good topic.
That was a good topic, man. That was a good topic. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment, which is this One Time Bro segment. That was a very good topic. I don't know what you're going to title it. Living with it? I like it.
Yeah.
Well, we could use your title, Loving to Live with It.
No.
Guys, don't forget to like,
The what
subscribe.
Red Bull
He
wore
doesn't
off.
like titles with too many words.
No, he doesn't.
We've
He
gone
likes
over
to
that.
he likes to make up big titles, but he don't like to type out big titles. Live with it.
We'll see
buddy.
what Sid comes up with.
Listen, you're gonna have to live with it.
Sid's going to change all of our... Just live with it.
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, merchandise. If you need help, you heard. We got guys on steroids.
You heard?
You heard. All right, we're going to move into our next segment, which is our One Time Bro. And tonight is mine.
Dino!
And I have actually one that happened today.
Oh.
We got a positive one?
It's a positive one.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, because you guys been coming up with positive ones, and I was thinking of them, man. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I got to do some.
Last week's wasn't positive.
So I got pulled over today. All right.
Yeah.
And I was with 2 other recovering alcoholics.
Oh.
And
He said, oh.
it wasn't. I don't know how they felt about it. I really don't. And here's the thing. I used to say to myself, okay, act accordingly, be the best possible example you can be to these guys. But I didn't even go there. I just was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just lived with it.
Because I'm living with it.
It's like a Gandhi phrase.
I
It
was
just
registered. I was uninsured. The cop pulls me over, and my hands are with already registration, insurance. My license is out, and I have my hands up on the wheel. Listen, I ain't messing around here, man.
Yeah,
I
I
got
ain't
nothing to
trying to
worry
get shot.
about. So, long story short, ticket and all that stuff, which I deserved. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely deserved it. But because of who I am today and being assertive, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, you're right, or confrontational and be like, no, I wasn't doing that. And no, dude, you check your radar. None of that shit. I was like, oh, I apologize for that. I didn't even realize I was going that fast. Very sorry, blah, blah, blah. He's like, where are you heading? When he said that, I didn't think twice to tell him where I was heading.
Yeah.
But then after, I was like, I would have said, what the fuck business is that of yours? Where that way, I'm going this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't. I was like, yeah, we're going to our friend's shop. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Commitment.
I'm shouting this dude stuff. I'm like, yeah, you got tattoos? He's like, I do. I'm like, yo, you got to go down there, man. He's like,
Yeah.
He was like, oh, you guys got appointments? We're like, yeah. Scott's like, I'm getting my whole thing done. Now we're jamming with this guy.
Still got a ticket.
Damn it.
But that's okay, dude. That is okay. Scott, everybody was like, damn, that's fucked up. I'm like, why? I was speeding.
happened.
I was speeding, bro.
Right.
He's doing his job.
You're accountable.
Dude, I was doing 85 and a 55.
Yikes.
This is what he said.
Yeah, that could have been reckless driving.
It could have been
Allegedly.
dude. I could have been almost $400 ticket. The dude comes back to the car. He's like, all right, guys, man. He's like, listen, I don't want to bust your balls. He's like, I got to write you something because I pulled you over, and they already know. I'm going to give you this infraction for not obeying traffic sign.
Oh, yeah.
You know, stuff like that. He was like, where's Commitment Nick again? I was like, it's on Thompson Avenue. And, you know, like, thank you very
follow
much,
us
officer.
there.
Be safe. Have a nice day. And I'm pulling off, and these dudes are like talking about how shitty it was. And I'm like, it wasn't that bad, man. I'm
Yeah.
registered. I'm insured. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
The saying
Nice.
says learn to live with it.
Yeah.
That means you learn to live with the good.
And
And the
the
bad.
bad. Yeah. And take
I was in the wrong.
responsibility for your actions.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do? Argue with this guy?
I can't move any further,
Here's the
officer.
thing. I've done the argument thing. And guess what? I got a $400 ticket.
Littering and
Smoking the reefer. You know, but, you know, I am not mad about it. The guy was doing his job. He was really cool.
Right.
You might even get a new client. Who the hell knows? It's always good to have cops as clients, you know? So, yeah, man, one time, bro, where I got pulled over and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Literally, I think it was all in all 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
He got me on the highway and I was on an off ramp. So we both kind of agreed, let's get off of this. Let's go to this parking lot. Your safety, my safety. I'm like, dude,
Well, look at this guy caring about you.
where is this, man?
Yeah.
And after when I leave and he said, where you headed? And I usually be like, this is none of you. Where I'm going is none of my business to you, officer. But I would have got a $400 ticket because of that attitude.
Right.
But it wasn't even a thought of saying that. I thought about that after going, wow, man, like, am I getting better? Like, what's going on here? But that's just another thing that, like, always pops in my head going, wow, man, like, wow, this is my life today, bro. You know, license registration was exactly where it needed to be. I don't have to bumble around getting all the garbage. And is this it here? Is this officer? Is this it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Have like 15 insurance cards. They're all expired.
expired.
Yeah. So, yeah, one time I got pulled over and nothing happened.
Nice,
So
man. Nice,
that
bro.
was a good one, man. Good topic.
People need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I know if I was new, I only know how to make that situation worse.
Worse.
You only know how to make that a $400 ticket.
Yeah. A felony, son.
And maybe a tow in the car and all that stuff, you know?
No. Car chase.
Yeah. We're racing now.
I did say that to Scott. I was like, Scott, you know, if this was any other time in my life, this motherfucker would have had to work for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because I got the same kind of car he got. Anyway, all right. So that was a good one. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff. Merchandise if you need help. I'm sure John has put that up underneath the screen. And I think the only thing left I have to say is thank you for being a friend.
Travel